Alright guys, hello, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the voice of FX Adventure and I'm reaching you guys all the way from, you know what it is, on earth. Alright, on this one we'll be taking a good look at DXY real quick, and what we just want to do is have an bias for today, today being the 4th May of 2026, and today is Monday, so this is the first week day of the, well, I will call it the weekday. All right, so here on DXY, for the guys that know why we look at DXY, if you don't know why we focus on DXY, if you stay tuned to the end of the video, you will have an idea of why we are currently looking at DXY. So here on DXY, we are currently on the 5-minute time frame, and we are going to do this real quick because we ain't going to waste further time here. All right, so one thing I can find out here on DXY is we had a very nice sell-off last week being the 30th of April. All right, you can see that sell-off there, and after that we had a majority of the liquidity that we had there taken out. So if you look at this low, you would see that the liquidity down here was already taken out by the sell-off we saw on Thursday last week. All right, so what do we envision to happen this morning, at least? Okay, so my bias this morning is largely centered about price trying to go back up to take up those liquidity that it left initially. So what do I mean? We are only speculating that DXY might want to trade back up. Okay, and in a situation whereby DXY is trading back up, you know what that means? It means that for all the major pairs we have in the Forex market, and the likes of Euro USD, British Pound USD, Aussie Dollar USD, and any other major pair that you know that is being paired with US dollar, would most likely experience a sell-off pressure coming into today. All right, but there are some other things that I would like you guys to look out for before that happens. All right, the clear part for that to happen means that if you check here, you would see that I have a rectangular drawing out of here. All right, and this rectangular drawing is basically gotten from the gap that was created during the opening day for this week. If you pay attention, you will see it right there. All right, so that's that about that. So what do we mean? If price can find its way above this rectangular line, maybe if we can see price to do something like this, all right, then breaks out of that gap. Remember this rectangular line, all right, once it breaks out of it, there is more probability that our bias will be met, which is the liquidity that market left here before selling off on Thursday. All right, that was Thursday last week. Okay, so that's what I envision here for DXY. And how does that affect other currency pairs? So what happens is there is something we call currency correlation. Currency correlation is basically how different markets correlate with each other. And when it comes to the major pairs in the likes of Euro USD, British Pound USD, Aussie Dollar USD, they mainly correlate negatively. And what do I mean that they correlate negatively? What I'm basically saying in simple form is that if DXY is trading up, all of those major pairs will go down. And in a situation whereby DXY is going down, then all of those pairs will go up. So that's pretty much that about that. All right, so what do I mean? Since we are of the opinion and the bias that DXY would want to go up to take out the liquidity that was created around Thursday last week, you see that gap there. So this is what I envision here on DXY. I don't know, this is not financial advice, but yes, something like this will be very, very crucial to see in the market. So the ideal TP would most likely be the Q3 of Thursday, which is that high currently there. So why do I bring out enough time to focus on DXY? If you understand what's going on DXY, you pretty much know what's going to happen in the measure pairs. And if you pay attention, you will see that I did not look at the Euro USD, British Pound USD, Aussie Dollar USD, because I know that if I have an understanding of what's the market condition here on DXY, I can pretty much know what is going on those measure pairs. All right, so that's that about that, and that is it for me. And in order to show you guys that the speculation we came up here with would have higher probability is if you pay attention to the index, all the index in the likes of S&P 500, UX 500, US Tech, US 30, DAX Jones, German index. All the setup I see, at least based on the morning at the time I'm making this video, are all pointing for a complete sell, which kind of gives us the probability increase in the directional bias that we have here on DXY. We don't have enough time. I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what we expect today, being Monday, May 2026. We'll be doing everyday analysis on DXY so that you yourself over there would have an idea of what the day would bring. In the meantime, I hope you guys do have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys in my next video. For now, bye bye, and I hope you guys stay safe out there and be blessed. Happy trading, guys. See y'all. Thank you. Bye bye for now.